Okay, today we're going to do some max difficulty challenge runs here for Tower Dominion. Probably just a few tries, maybe a couple attempts here. I have beaten some of these guys with max difficulty. This guy here, you can see by the symbols. I've done this guy as well as I think one other, this guy here. He's got some pretty good perks, so let's go ahead and try it on somebody different. Hey Sharon, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I've been having fun with it. I'm on max difficulty. I got to get a little bit more footage here for review. So I figure if I'm getting footage, might as well do a quick stream. I got like 2 hours this afternoon, probably I can stream. So let's see here. This is my favorite faction. These green guys. My second favorite are these blue guys. And then my least favorite are these red guys. So, I definitely want to try to do this with somebody I haven't done it. So that rules out these two guys. Let's start with a green game here. Actually, let's do this guy because I've only beat him with level 3, which is honestly not that hard. So let's do this guy, frontier mode, and then I'm gonna just activate all this stuff. And some of these are pretty annoying and some of them are not a big deal at all. Like slow being 20% less effective, not that big of a deal. This buildings adjacent to neutral buildings, not that big of a deal. All buildings losing a range, that's not great. All foes gaining 20%, that's not great. So, and this thing here, this guy's really annoying because you have to build detection early. So it's kind of a mix, but let's see what kind of map we roll here. One perk. Oh, is it losing a lot of footage? Let me try something here. Yeah, it says encoding overloaded. I wonder. Let me look at the settings real quick. And is the audio okay, Sharon, or is it anything too loud or too quiet? Okay, streaming. I have it at 8,000. This is the same thing I did last time. Let's try this for a second. And tell me if this is better or worse. Audio's good? Okay, perfect. Okay, so one of the cool things about this game is if you up the difficulty with all those skulls, it gives you some extra doctrines to start as like a little bit of compensation, which is kind of nice. So like here, we'll take an ammo depot. Let's take the supply, and HQ repair is always good. Okay, we start with a straight piece here. Let's see. I'm going to put it here. Then I'm going to get these 2 upgrades for the HQ. And send the wave. So the special thing about this guy is he buffs the headquarters. So headquarters has extra range, damage, health, repair, and then you get this extra turret on top. And the extra turret, I think it's this one. Yeah, it is this one. It's decent. So, mouse still teleports. Oh, that is weird. I can try dropping the encoding a little bit. Let's do that. I'm going to go from 8,000. I'm going to try going to like 5,000 and apply that. Okay, let me know if that's any different. And for this first wave, I'm going to take this extra supply production. This is also pretty good, but early on, I like to get extra supply. And we'll just call the wave here. Okay, these Pumas are good. I'm not a fan of these light mortars. I don't like them that much. This is pretty good though. And I'm going to close this one off. The other option, I could do something like this. Yeah, I think I want to close this off. And okay, this is actually a pretty good neutral building. Adjacent buildings gain range and damage. That's a pretty good one. Okay, let's send the wave. Okay, I think I see the issue. Okay, I was trying to do 4K. I don't think YouTube wants me to do 4K. Yeah, okay. I think that's the issue. Let me fix that. I think I have to stop it and bring it back real quick to do this. So just hang tight 1 second. I'm going to kill the stream and bring it back like 5-10 seconds later. Okay, it excuse me, should be coming back up. And I was trying to mess around recording in 4K, and apparently YouTube doesn't like being streamed to in 4K. Okay, so let's see how this does. Okay, next wave here. So this one's pretty good. I actually like a lot of these. Perfect. Okay, good. Yeah, I guess I don't know if that's something I need to fix on the YouTube side, or it could be my upload is just not good enough for 4K. That's totally possible. I can always get more of these later. I'm taking this one. HQ repair is always good. And what I'm saving up for, there's some upgrades here that are really good. And also these are super good. So for now, we can sort of just rely on our base stuff. I think you might be right. I think it'll take 4K uploads for like a normal video, but I don't think you can stream 4K. Yeah, so it might be YouTube side. And let's get this reinforcement increase for future waves because we're still so early. And now this is a negative thing we get for one of these challenges. So our options are -4 Grenadier production, which we're not doing like a Grenadier build. So that's not that big of a deal. Or during the next waves, foes get extra health and speed. Let's do this for now because I'm not that worried about what they're going to do to us here. We got another straight piece. Let's put it up here. And we'll call it. Okay, this stealth guy's annoying. We don't have detection, so we're just going to have to eat this damage. It shouldn't be... Okay, actually that hurt a lot. That hurt worse than I was expecting. We do have pretty good repair. Like, see, we're at 516. And, okay, this is pretty good. This is also pretty good. I want a Mirador. Let's get this. So we're going 516. We went up to 1236. Now, we have these nests, and I'm going to put the first one up here. So it depends on what it says. The Grenadiers would have been all game. The extra enemy health is supposed to just apply to that wave. So that's part of why I took it, is I'd rather deal with one annoying wave than minus Grenadier production for, another 20, whatever that is, 25 turns, 29 turns. Okay, so I think I want to build a Mirador here. And let's see. I think I'm going to put it here. And so this is one way to get detection. Unfortunately, this doesn't give it to the other building. So it would just be for this building. I don't know if that's worth it. So I'm just going to take the range, this, and then this close support upgrades your headquarters. And this is going to be kind of a headquarters build. This guy's whole thing is headquarters. So let's do it. Okay, these are both pretty good. We're still early enough. I think we can get some value out of this thing. 350 supply, because we'll find at least, probably another 4 or 5 neutral buildings. So even though I do like platforms and claymores, let's take this. Okay, we've got like a T intersection. And okay, we have our threat reveal. Okay, so we've got 2 different shield guys. So we're going to need anti-shield stuff at some point. We could put this. I did like one Grenadier focused run. So, and I did one like tank based run because the red faction gets these tanks, which are actually pretty good. The tricky thing about them is it's kind of map dependent, because you really need to like loop into, the game calls them battlefronts. Basically, you need to like funnel all these entrances into one approach. So that way your Grenadiers or tanks or whatever you create are actually going the right way. Because if I try to do a Grenadier thing here with all these entrances, like if the Grenadiers come out down here and I've got all the baddies are coming in from the northeast, that doesn't do us any good. They're just going to like walk off map. So, but on the other hand, if we were able to like loop all these together, then they can be a lot better. So generally I don't, especially on higher difficulties, but if you're playing on like difficulty 1 or 2, where you only have 1 or 2 entrances, then the Grenadier stuff is totally viable. And I think it's viable on higher difficulties too. You just have to get a little bit luckier with the map. Okay, so I've got a couple of options here. I think I want to funnel most enemies from the northeast. So I could just put this up here, or I could try to reduce this into 1 entrance, which I think I want to do that. I think I want, and this is, okay, it's another, wow, that's actually pretty lucky. I promise this is not pre-recorded. This is a pretty good neutral building, and we got 2 of them. That's pretty good. Okay, let's call the wave. Okay, I was wondering if we were going to get this one. This when you only have 1 Mirador, your headquarters gains range and damage. So this is good, but it's a little bit of a trap. And the reason I say that is because if you're doing a headquarters based strategy, building a bunch of Miradors around the headquarters and going close support can give you a bunch of health, damage, and repair, which honestly is sometimes better than this. So it's not bad. And these are also pretty decent. I'll do this for now. but we might build more Miradors and obsolete that in the future. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to stack up here, and I'm going to try to funnel most enemies this way. Okay, let's call it. Okay, these are pretty good, these salamanders, especially because we could put it like up here and they do AoE and you can upgrade them and get slows. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. Several Miradors do outscale it, but it is kind of like a free upgrade. And if we get great buildings, we may not need to do the, 7 Miradors around the base strategy. If we get the right stuff that we need to deal with, we might not have to do that, in which case we could use this bonus all game long. So yeah, I agree. Have you been playing this game, Sharon? I'm going to take, this one's actually kind of a toss up. I'll go with the salamander. And then let's see, minus 50% supply. I got a lot of supply. I don't want that. Each time you place a building, deal damage. Okay, this is fine. We already have a lot of healing. I'm not worried about that. Hey, Titus. Okay, we've got an, excuse me, another straight one. We could push this out or this out. I might merge these if we get the right tiles. So with that being the case, I'm going to put this down here like so. And this is probably my next upgrade. The other option, so I was kind of waiting to build this next to a neutral building, but these neutral buildings don't give you any benefits for officers' quarters. So I might wait and see till we get some more neutrals. Here's this annoying guy that we're just gonna have to tank. Yeah, he just goes right through the grenadiers. See how much he does. Actually, that wasn't too bad. Who's your favorite faction? Okay, so 2 trenches and a Durandal is pretty good. I think I'd rather have supply. Okay, we've got the shield guys are coming. And we've got another nest. Let's put them all up here. So we don't really have great shield options yet. I'm going to get these turrets. And let's call it. So there's going to be a lot of shield guys coming in. Yeah, they're starting. But these turrets do okay against shields. They're not like the pulse weaponry is the best, but I just don't have like a ton of pulse options yet. Okay, double barracks. I think I want this. Okay, we've got another straight. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah, I like the greens too. The greens are my favorite. The reds, so I like the fact that you get double blueprints. That's pretty cool, but I don't like some of their other stuff. Like, yeah, the unit runs, yeah, horribly wrong or somewhat good. Yeah, that's been my experience too. If you get like the right map and tile RNG and you can actually get it into like one path, Like, have you made the tanks yet? Because the tanks are actually kind of funny. I think I may not merge these. I might just push these out. So let's do that. Let's go like this. Okay, so all buildings gain damage against air units. That's exactly the kind of thing I was looking for. So we're going to put this here so we activate it. And then let's get some upgrades. We'll get recon. We'll get some blueprints. Let's get the medium mortar. And I'll show you guys why I want that in a second. And the ammo depots are super good. And for this last one, we'll do another barracks. Okay. This is what I want, is this underground train really buffs up your headquarters even more. You get rate of fire, range, bunch of health, bunch of repair, all that stuff. Stealth are a pain with a lot of different factions. I kind of wish you had more detection options in this game. You really have to build like certain ways. I think stealth units are like one of the biggest like noob killer things in this game, especially the late game ones, because you have to know which buildings give detection like adjacency, and that's not like intuitive. Okay, so we could do more HQ repair, which we've already got a lot of HQ repair, but it's always good. Or let's just take this. And so this is how I'm going to get detection on the base, is with a medium mortar. And we could put it either here. It has to be at level 0. So we could put it here or here. I think I want it here. And the reason is I'm going to save this for something better. Maybe like a missile launcher or the super pulse thing. So I'm going to put this up here. And let's see, let's get the max range upgrade. And this is what we're looking for right here. Okay, if we were playing the green guys, I reroll with the green guys a lot more because usually I have more recon. I would take this, but here I'm going to take these. Okay, we've got Cursed World. I don't want to lose tech, so I'll just do increased upgrade costs. We probably weren't going to upgrade anything anyways. Okay, we've got a corner. Let's seal this off. And this is a shield upgrade building. That's pretty good. We'll have to think about how we want to activate that. Maybe with like a scout hideout. This does put us at 2 battlefronts. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword with the battlefronts, and if you want to shrink them or not. And the reason I say that is there's a bunch of upgrades that scale off battlefronts. So on the one hand, shrinking the battlefronts can reduce, how many approaches you have to cover, which is obviously helpful. But on the other hand, you can really reduce how useful some of the bonuses are. So I think we're going to keep it at 2. If we went to 1, we would activate. There's another 20% here that I don't want to deal with. So, and it would be difficult to do that anyways. So, okay. We might put a scout thing here. 5% shield, 20 if adjacent. I think I'm going to do that. Let's do a scout thing here. We'll do, we're at ground level, so this isn't very good. Let's do extra weapons. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I want to get this real quick. I know we had to pay double for that, but this... Okay, I don't know if we would have killed that guy anyways. I just didn't want to eat it. I probably could have eaten it and saved a couple hundred supply there. I panicked a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to get detection. It also gives 15% rate of fire, which is obviously good. You can make these headquarters like ridiculously strong. And depending on what we roll, we may or may not do that this game. Okay, medium mortar, we've already upgraded. Let's get this. Platforms are really good. They give you a lot more options. And I still want something to deal with stealth, which we don't really have. So let's just keep calling waves. You can see how many guys are coming from the northeast and how many shields they have. Yeah, mortar upgrade costs. I know, it's like, here's a stealth guy, and if you want a guaranteed kill on him, you're going to have to pay through the nose. These guys are slow at least, so it gives our guys plenty of time. Okay, this is actually pretty decent. We don't have the blueprint for it, but we'll probably get one, so let's do that. And we've got another T, which we could... We could put it here and potentially loop these together, or even here. Let's do that, and I might loop this in. Okay. We still don't have shield break weapons, but we're not in, like, you know, super danger right now, so it's fine. We'll get the next threat reveal here in 2 waves, and we'll see what that is. I'd like to get a corner now. This is a little bit close to the base for my liking. This is by far the closest entrance to the base. Okay, so 10% repair. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, no, they can't get close enough where the mortar can't shoot. These mortars, they're kind of, if you buff them up right, they can be decent. Otherwise, I'm not a huge fan. Excuse me. There's one particular guy who gets like really good artillery, like including the mortars and then like the howitzers and cannons, which I do like the howitzers and cannons a lot. So, but I had one game with him where I had a medium mortar that was just doing insane. But on these other guys where you don't have specific buffs, it's kind of ho-hum. I mostly built this for detection. Okay, this is interesting. So this this ability or doctrine is super good. 50% HP, 20% repair is kind of crazy. These arc cannons are pretty good too. But I'll probably draw an arc cannon again later. I probably won't draw a final stand again. So let's take that. And so we can lose a little bit HP off our headquarters, or we can lose recon and get supply. I think I'll take the headquarters. I don't know. That one's kind of a toss-up. Okay, here's a corner. That's exactly what I was looking for. And then the next waves. Okay, we've got an air unit and another shield. Okay, we've got so many shield guys. And then some of these enemies do get stronger the fewer battlefronts you have. That's another drawback of just trying to shrink. It is, yeah, and we're getting 8 recon, so I'd rather not be negative recon for the next 5 waves. Okay, so let's get this underground train. You can already see like the range on this thing's going up. And could get even more with this ammo depot. So let's call these guys in. So they're not super rare. We will draw some. It's just one of the main ones is, I think, a tier 3 one. So you're not super likely to draw that thing early on. And that's the super heavy pulse cannon or whatever it's called. But you can get pulse cannons on bastions, which like a bastion here would be really good. And yeah, we're not getting super lucky with the draws here. But the nice thing about this game is it kind of gives you other ways around it. Like we could do a werewolf. Like we have that doctrine, and that might be worth doing. Let's see, where do I want to put this? Because you can get pulse weapons besides a super heavy pulse cannon. You can also upgrade a claymore, which we haven't really drawn a lot of claymores. You can get one on those. You can get one on a bastion, and then you have the super heavy pulse cannon. That's what I'm hoping for, because those things are awesome. Okay, I want to put this werewolf down, and it's a question of where. They get bonuses being next to the headquarters and being at range 0. Also, I could put it next to one of these processor sites. Okay, this one, minus 50% upgrade cost for adjacent buildings. That's also a good one. If we get... There's some like late game buildings like this one, Zone Command and Mission Control. Those would be awesome to put here. Okay, so for the werewolf, it's height 2. We could put it here. Let's put it here. Let's get this and this. And you see how that boosted our recon income? And we're just going to keep the one werewolf this whole game. I actually think detection is more rare than anti-shield. And even like the annoying thing about detection is if you don't have it, the guys, you literally can't do anything to them. Whereas, you know, even without anti-shield, we're still handling the waves. Okay, so we can get advanced bunker. I'm not a huge bunker guy, even though they can be useful. We could get scout hideout and a Durandal. Let's do that. Let's do this. Because a Durandal next to one of these neutral buildings could be really good. Okay, we've got another T. I think I just want to stick that out here. Yep. And then let's get the third upgrade for this werewolf. So this one increases damage and range, and then you get extras if it's next to the HQ. So like here's the range now. And there we go. So these things are actually pretty good at level 0 next to the HQ. And our econ is really not that good. I like to have more than 120 at this point, but we just haven't pulled that many econ cards. Look at all these shield guys. But we are handling them. I mean, I don't think a shield guy has gotten to the base yet. And this mortar's not doing too bad. Okay, plasma fence, that could be useful. This one's also good. So, because we're not going to be spamming Durandals. Let's get that. And, okay, next wave. Okay, we've got more of these guys. That's fine. Okay, I think I want... Let's see. Let's get a Durandal. I want to put it next to this thing. So that's height 2. I'm going to put this here to make it height 3. And then let's get the range upgrade Since it's next to a neutral building, it's doubled. So it can shoot all the way up here, as well as like all this down here. So that should be pretty good. Yeah, these guys take a lot of damage. These flying guys. These, what are these guys called? I think these are the Brightas. They're so slow. Okay, so I was looking for one of these. Let's get this. And, excuse me. Minus 5% supply production. It's really not that much where we're at. I think we can tank that damage without much trouble. I'm going to put the straight here. And then I'm going to put this mission control down here because of the upgrade cost reduction. I'm pretty sure I want to do that. Yeah, I do. Yeah, sometimes that's the one drawback. They'll give you some choices where it's really like, okay, lesser of two evils here. Okay, let's put mission control here. Let's get... Okay, so this would give us higher chances at high tier blueprints. That's pretty decent. For each building, this is also, let's get this. So watch our supply, guys, 120 to 600. Kind of wish we got this thing earlier, but there's still 14 waves, so it's not like it's over. This area denial launcher we don't need. And we could, yeah, let's get a blueprint. Guys, we're not really pulling what we need here. Here we go. This is a little better. Let's get a howitzer. Okay. I like these howitzers. I'm sure we'll use that. Still not really anti-shield, but it does AoE, and AoE on this approach would be great. Okay. HQ. So this is the other way you can get detection on your HQ. You can just get lucky and pull the card, but we already have it, so I don't think that's worth it. Let's get this one. Upgrade the Warwolf a little bit, and then some extra recon is always useful. And I want to put this howitzer probably like here, maybe. We don't have a ton of options just because it's like a 3x1, but like here, I think could make sense. And then, yeah, we'll get some upgrades for that probably. We could also put some of these down maybe, because we actually have room for them. That gives you sort of like a global damage upgrade. That's always good. These howitzers are awesome, especially this triple barrel upgrade, which we probably will get to. Okay, another Warwolf upgrade. These relay antennas you can put at like height 3 around the map to get extra supply. They're decent. So are Pumas. Pumas are anti-air turrets. We only have one air unit. I think I'd rather have this. Okay, we got another corner. Let's bring these together. Okay, this is another thing I'd love to activate. 5% damage per battlefront. So we could stick a bunker down here. Like so. Or potentially a scout hideout. I think I want to save the recon, so let's just do like a little bunker, and I'm not going to upgrade it. It's literally just here for the bonus. And let's upgrade this thing. So this will give us more AoE. This one gives us more damage and a bigger explosion. And then we'll go for triple barrel. These things, if you can funnel enemies and get these like howitzers, and the other one is like the sanction cannon, these things can legitimately carry a run. These guys are so slow. Let's speed it up a little bit. Okay, so sanction cannon, I love these things. We're not re-rolling terrain like at all this game, so this is pretty useless. Supply's good, but this isn't obvious. Also, this vicious crossfire card is pretty good because it's having adjacent buildings happens all the time. So let's do that. And then as far as a spot for the sanction cannon, so it could go this is an option. I was thinking about putting a super heavy pulse thing here if we ever draw one, which doesn't seem to really be happening. I guess I could put the super heavy pulse here. I could also put this thing back here. Yeah, bunker next to the howitzer, or like a scout hideout just to give it the 15%. We might do a second howitzer next to it, honestly. So this thing does get a bonus, I think, next to Miradors. Let me look at it. Yeah, it does. Okay, so I think this is the plan here. And we'll get that bonus. And then the next one, extra damage and rate of fire. Yep. And then you can do these flak shells. And one of the cool things about this game is these upgrades actually change how the shells explode. So like the flak shells explode differently than these, which is like one of those little touches. They didn't have to do that. Like it's kind of a cool touch. I don't think we want them unless we get a bunch of air units here. So let's send it. Okay, extra recon in future reinforcements. We're not going to be using this. Let's take extra 10% HP. And then this one again, let's do -1 range. At this stage of the game, it's honestly not that big of a deal. And we'll stick this thing out here. Okay, so yeah, you can see this thing's already doing 2,700 damage. I think for the sanction cannon, I'm going to wait and see what we pull here. Wait on upgrading it. Now with the howitzer, you can make a case for either of these. The long barrel would obviously let them shoot along more of the approach. I'm actually going to do the triple barrel because when they get here, this thing's going to fire so fast, it's going to be crazy. I might want to do this, but I don't think I need to do that right now. Let's send the wave. And I could probably upgrade this guy more too. Let's do that. But if you watch the howitzer, the triple barrel upgrade for this thing's awesome. They actually have some guys getting in a little bit close, but the AoE's handling them pretty decently. The enemy draw so far, it's a lot of like slow but tanky enemies. Let's see, what do we want here? Mortar upgrade. Mortar's doing okay. I don't think we're going to do Mirador spam. I don't think we need to with what we pulled. Platform's okay. Let's just do that. That's fine. And let's see. What do we want to upgrade? I don't think I want to put tech into a mortar. This thing is decent. Let's save our money and see what the thing is going to be here. Actually, we could build a couple of these. Maybe. Like that. And like... yeah, let's do that. Frontline trench, it's not bad. It gives you slow if you upgrade it like a certain way. I'll show the card here. Where is it? So one upgrade path on the left is to upgrade infantry HP and stuff. The upgrade path on the right, which uses recon, just increases damage, like more weapons and then a slow. So they're actually pretty good. Okay, let's send the wave. And excuse me, yeah, my throat today, I don't know what's going on with it. If you haven't really seen this game before, you might be thinking, oh, this game, all the enemies are so slow, it doesn't look that hard. It's just kind of RNG, because there are some super fast enemies that we just haven't drawn here. So, okay, so for wave 30, another big shield guy. Okay, 2 more shield guys. This is insane. Out of these 6, 5 of these are shield units, and we have not pulled a super heavy pulse cannon or really much of anything. Okay, Claymore would give us 1 pulse cannon. At this point, I don't know that that's gonna really move the needle. And then this one gives us more supply next. Yeah, let's do that. And we've got another corner tile. Let's see. We could just put that like here or something. Yep. And since we know it's not air units, I'm not doing flak shells. We'll get these shells, and this will increase the range as well as damage. So this thing's going to do a lot of work. And the next thing we can do is ammo depot here. This increases the damage and rate of fire for adjacent buildings. So right now that's the sanction cannon headquarters. We can increase those bonuses, and then we could do a range upgrade here. And I'm going to think about that. I don't think we have to do it this second. And we do have a damage penalty this round, so we'll see how bad that hurts. There's so many shielded guys. If I get a super pulse cannon, it's an instant buy. And I even have a spot for it. I would put platforms here, put it here. Probably would want the range upgrade for that. Is there like a slow guy? Okay, here we go. Okay, Bastion. This Bastion is, at this point, I'm going to take whatever I can get. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to max that level out. So this is going to be level 3. We'll do high ground expertise. pulse cannon with ammo storage here. I need some kind of pulse cannon. I don't know. We're 7 waves away from the end, 2 waves away from these guys who are even tankier than what we've seen. And this is our first specific shield weapon that we brought. The RNG in this game, it's a double-edged sword too, like, where it does make it really replayable. And I mean, it gives you interesting challenges in that way, like this game, where we're going to throw tons of shielded enemies at you, not really give you shield cards, and can you still handle it? And so far we have been able to. But if we don't get one, I don't know if we can win or not. Maybe. We'll see. This thing is doing 51k damage. Okay, electric arc cannon. These are pretty good. HQ takes more damage or supply production. And this is another kind of bad choice. I think the 5% is less impactful because we're so near the end of the game. I hate giving up supply, but yeah, I don't know. That maybe was the wrong choice. Let's just stick these guys out here. So I like these arc cannons. The biggest issue with them is the footprint is funky. It's kind of like this cross shape, and you sometimes have to build platforms for it. Because ideally we'd want, like, I don't even know if I see a great spot for this. This is kind of far back, and that's not even level. So like, even if I put platforms in there, that's a no-go. Like, there just aren't that many options for it. Like here, I could do platforms, but I want to put a super heavy pulse there, so it's kind of out. Like, I may just end up not building this thing and spending our money on other stuff. So I'm going to spend 2 tech here. I'm going to get the range upgrade, and I'm going to upgrade the mortar's doing okay. Let's get the damage upgrade here. And we could save up for this potentially. This is a pretty good upgrade too. Let's send the wave. There's still time to draw one. Is this thing doing damage? Well, I guess we'll see. These level 3 bastions have pretty good range and firepower. Kind of feel bad for these grenadiers going out into that. Like, would you want to be one of these guys? I don't think I would. Omega emitter. Is not a terrible idea. Let's take a look at that. Where's the Omega emitter? Here. I'm staying inside. Yeah, I'm with you. I'll get on one of these turrets, but I'm not volunteer for grenadier duty there. Okay, so a mortar upgrade, okay. Decimation position, it doesn't really fit here. These are kind of situational. The Omega emitter, so the case would be potentially like put it out here and like hit this with a laser, maybe. I might put another bastion here if we roll one, which it's crazy. We've only rolled 1 bastion in like 29 turns. I mean, it did 5k. That's not too bad. The heavy lifting is being done by the artillery here. 69k, 31k, and the base is doing 47. So, I mean, this is the heavy lifting right here. We have a lot of supply. I don't really care about this upgrade. Let's just get it, and it'll give us an option. I don't know if we'll use it or not. So we've got, yeah, we've got some really tanky big guys coming. Other upgrades, so we could upgrade this thing like that, and sure, and what we could go Blessed Machine here. This is pretty good. Let's do that. That's a lot of supply, but this thing's actually pretty strong, and it does cover like this last bit. So whatever makes it through the artillery barrage will get hit by quite a lot of stuff in this final leg. Let's send that. These guys are so big. Look at the size of these guys. They take a lot of damage. Like this, the Durandal has already done 13k. Bastion's done 8k. Yeah, okay. It's a little late for this to be getting high tier doctrines. Claymore would give us another pulse cannon. I don't know if that's worth it or not, or do I like pray for these last 4 rounds? I think I pray for the last 4 rounds. I don't know. I don't know, guys. If we, because everything's pretty much upgraded here, you know, we could do more of these. Like there and there. I think this still counts. Out here, well adjacent to a mission control. I think these count. I could be wrong about that. It shouldn't make a huge deal as far as this thing goes, though. You know, we could put our salamander out here as well. Like, platform this. Potentially. What's another option? That's height 1. You can get upgrades for the salamander. You think around the last bottleneck, so down here, you think? Like here, maybe? I would need, do I need 2? What level is that? 1, 2. Okay, so I would just need 1. Yeah, maybe. So the salamander, the interesting thing about it is you can get upgrades for adjacent Pumas and Claymores. And Pumas are these anti-air turrets, and then the Claymores are... I thought I had one. Did I not pick that? I guess I don't have one. Okay, well, maybe not. Yeah, I think I went with something else. So that is definitely an option. I'm debating, like, do I do the laser here? Like, so. Yeah, I passed on them. I think you're right. Let me call the wave. I believe we're gonna pull a super heavy pulse thing in like the next 3 turns. I'm gonna build it here, upgrade it, and it's gonna save the day. The RNG would not do me dirty. Like, surely not. The nice thing about stretching this out so far is it really spaces the rate at which enemies come in. Yeah, it is kind of free damage, that's true. Because especially with how slow these guys are. They'd get hit by the laser like multiple times coming through. If we don't draw one soon, I might... Okay, another... it'd be nice to have these, 10, 20 draws ago, because these are awesome, but there's 4 rounds left, so they're just not worth it. So another sanction cannon, maybe 80k damage. That's nuts. Maybe the sanction cannon is our substitute for, okay, in our final wave. Okay, this is actually a really easy, well, it could be a lot worse. Some of the final waves are brutal. There's like a super boss enemy with, 1 million health or something. This one just increased upgrade costs. We'll take it. Okay, so I think, let's see. I don't want that. I want this one. I could do something like this potentially. Or, nah, that's not good. I think this is better. You would put it here. If I put it here, I give the howitzer an upgrade. Here's not bad, especially because I have a second ammo depot that I could use for something. Because this is an option, like, of course, I'd want the ammo depot to hit the base also. I could put the ammo thing here and hit both of the backline artillery. I'm on the wrong one again. This one. Maybe that's the way to go. Put it here, put the ammo depot on this thing, and that way they both get the bonus. I think I like that. I think I need the super heavy pull stream. I don't think it's happening, guys. So I'm not building another Mirador. Let's get the slow. This would give 15% damage and rate of fire. I think I'd rather have the 50% damage per battlefront. And then we'll go the sanctified shells. And I'll build this thing when I can. Now watch, I've spent all my money. We're about to draw the pulse cannon. This thing's still good though. Like, look at all that AoE coming in. Some of these are shooting so far. Like, this guy can shoot all the way out here. Speed it up a little bit. Another one, guys. Do we go for a battery of these bad boys? Plasma fence is also good. Just stick a plasma fence here. That's maybe worth doing, because as much as I like the sanction cannons, I'm sort of running out of like great spots for them. This is an option. So it's doing 46, 107, 47, 71. Yeah, very artillery heavy run. Well, that's because that's what the game's given us. Yeah, you're right, but it's because it has to be. If we weren't building artillery, this game would have been over. Because, so, like, on some difficulties, it can be viable to, like, spam the small buildings, like, spam barracks, because these barracks are actually not bad. You put these things on, like, a strategic corner, get some upgrades, they can do a lot of damage. But a lot of this, they're good against, like, the small, like, low health enemies. They're not good against, like, these giant, like, mega guys. I mean, he's got 30,000 HP. With the shield, this guy's got like 9 to 10k. With the shield, he's over 30. Like, they're just hit point sinks, and having all that AoE really helps, because like the damage on these things, each shell's 900, each shell's 163, and this thing shoots super fast. Yeah, I'm getting votes for triple sanction. Honestly, guys. Maybe. The plasma fence here is good though. So where would we put it? Like here maybe? Use the 2 platforms and put it here? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go for the fireworks show at this point. Oh, these are terrible, guys. Oh, these are horrific. So this one is going to cost me like 950 supply. This one cost me a bit less. Oh God, those are brutal. Okay, let's stick this out here. Yeah, that's another option. I wonder which one gives better. I think this is a better spot as far as shooting angles. Get a little bit more coverage maybe. And we could also put this thing down. Let's see. Should I put this down and upgrade it first? I think I should. So I'm going to go with these. Now, I actually think I just want more damage and rate of fire. These guys don't really need the range. Like, they're already firing all game. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll save our money. You're pro salamander still. It wouldn't hurt, honestly. Although, if we lose, it's going to be because some big super tanky guy gets in. We might be able to squeeze the salamander in at the end, depending on if we get any other good draws or not. I do like them. Especially if you upgrade them with the CC. Like, because there aren't a ton of slows in this game. I mean, there kind of are, but they're scattered around. That's another one where you kind of have to, like, just know the game to know where all the slows are. And which ones you can get with, like, supply, which ones need recon, and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot deeper game than it looks. Like, okay, that went pretty well. Okay, we got to get the sanction cannon upgrade, guys. With this build, you guys know we have to do it. Okay, let's do it here. I think I like this. Put it here. We're not next to a Mirador, so we'll do slow. This is... I don't think anything else can be next to it, but then again, we do have more recon than anything else. So maybe we take this one here. We could put more scout things down. Are there any other upgrades we want? Any neutral buildings out here? Yeah, we could do... This is so cheap. We could do like 2 of these here, honestly. And they're super cheap. More weapons. Slows. Just buy us time. And... I still think I want to spend the recon on this. And we'll get sanctified shells. We should be able to get that, like, fairly early into the wave. Because you do get supplies for killing enemies. And there we go. Here we go, guys. This is the fireworks show build, apparently. Another howitzer. Oh, do we even have a place for it? Here, maybe? Next to the base? I mean, it's like laughable at this point. This would have been useful early. And honestly, a bombing run is pretty good along this path. You know? Of course, now upgrades are expensive with this round. Because of our final wave. Although 25%, guys, this this for a final wave thing, it's really not that bad. It's really not. So the cool thing about these air commands is, especially, can we get like this? Okay, here's a question for if any of you are super knowledgeable about this game. If we do the air command next to this amplifier where it says the buildings gain damage, does that actually apply to the smoke signal thing? You know, when you put these down? It might be academic because I don't think we can get a rotation that fits here. Oh, actually we could, like that. So that's the question, because if this works for the smoke signal that triggers the bombing run, that's super good. If it doesn't, then it's kind of mediocre. Then again, I don't think we're going to upgrade this thing anyways. So should we try it? I mean, it's 1500. We could still build the howitzer here. That's kind of a bad spot. Doesn't have that many angles. We could do howitzer here, maybe. I want to try this thing. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about with this smoke signal. And the smoke signal, I want to put probably here. Point it back. I don't think I see a better option than that. Because these, all this stuff is taken. I guess this would be the other option. This is the last wave, so it's not like we're going to be building anything here. But if we do it out here, then we get bombs in this last stretch that maybe we need. I think I want to put it out here. So that'll call in bombers along this central path. I think that'll be pretty good. And then for this last howitzer, any other upgrades we should do here, guys? Nah, that's totally not worth it. I think we just throw down an extra howitzer. And we might as well use the tech for this upgrade. I almost never get this upgrade, but we're going to lose the tech anyways. I don't see why not. Okay, let's send it. Final wave. Look at all the artillery flying in. You guys down here, this big guy's a little bit scary down here. Just because we don't have much firepower facing south. Up here we've got all this artillery. And he's... it's going to be up to the base to get this thing. Okay, they can handle it. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how much the bombing runs have done. 44k, that's pretty good. They're so slow. Bombing runs, really, okay, bombing and artillery is great against this lineup of, like, slow enemies. So even without really getting many shield weapons, we still did this thing on max 19 skulls. Alright, I like looking at which buildings did the most damage. So headquarters did 2000k, which, yeah, headquarters did kind of carry us. And 1100k on the sanction cannons. It's pretty good. 417. Then actually the mortar in 4th. 116. Durandal. And then some other stuff after that. Kind of a funky run. We just did the one Mirador. Pulled all those shield enemies. Didn't get pulse weapons, but we did get enough artillery to just let these guys carry us. And then the headquarters cleans up whatever else didn't make it. Okay. That was a good run. You didn't have high hopes? Yeah, the artillery. Don't underestimate. Don't sleep on that artillery. Okay, so there's that's 19 on this guy. Let's do a different faction. You guys want me to do red and probably get rolled, or green and just maybe get rolled? I'll let you guys vote in chat. No, Sharon, that was not what I had in mind. It really wasn't. I thought we were going to do probably Mirador spam around the headquarters just because he gets all these upgrades. This guy's whole thing is buff up the HQ. And we ended up playing him like, which one's the artillery guy? This guy. We played him like this guy, where he gets all these reload speed upgrades. He starts with a howitzer and sanction cannon. You want me to get rolled? You know, that's fair. Okay, so I'll do a red guy. Do you guys have any votes? Should I do one of these ones I haven't done frontier mode on? So she gets a bunch of discovery and then a buff to neutral buildings. This guy gets global upgrades, which honestly, those are pretty decent upgrades. This guy gets earlier threat reveal, and then he gets a discounted tank building that I don't build the tanks. So this guy, if you want to see me get rolled, it's between these two. You guys want Tank Commander Bert or Prime Kanaza Estelia, however you say that. Oh, your vote is for this guy? You're having a little bit of mercy on me? I'll do any of them. I think it's going to be an L, but we already won one, so at this point, it's house money. You guys want damage buff? Okay, we'll do this guy. Okay, so 10% damage for Battlefront. And then, man, this shield upgrade, if he would have been useful last time with that ridiculous 5 out of 6 enemies with shields. It's pretty wild. We'll do all 19 again here. I actually like all of these. So if you think about it, the threat reveal, we have 4 threat reveals. So this is 800 supply across the game. That's pretty good. HQ repair is always good. So are doctrines. I'm going to go with doctrines just for fun here. We get an ammo depot, supply. I'm going to go with supply. We keep pulling this card. It's like the game wants us to take it. I'm not taking this one. If your HQ's taking damage, you're probably in a bad way. I'll go with this one. Watch as you don't roll a single shield. Yeah, you guys know how this game goes. Commander gains detection. I don't really care about that. We'll go with this one. HQ health per battlefront. And okay, so looking at this map, how do I want to play this? You know, honestly, we could connect this and turn this into another 2 battlefront thing. I don't think that's a crazy idea. Like loop this, connect, and then our main approaches be this way. So I'm going to put this here. And then, so you can do a thing. I don't know if this is good or not. I'm going to do it anyways. So this gives us some repair and recon production. This buffs up buildings next to the HQ. And I'm going to do a Mirador probably. Let's do it here. And let's get this upgrade and this upgrade. And we are going to take some damage here for sure. But these early game guys just don't do that much. Okay. Cheaper upgrade costs, blueprints and recon, reroll buff. I don't think we're going to reroll a ton this game. 280. It's between these two for sure. This is kind of junk. Do I want the recon? Yeah, let's do this one. And let's take a Puma. And I'm going to get the veteran reinforcements here. So the tough thing here is I'm not going to be upgrading the base that much. And we're going to get this stealth guy that I just have no answer for, and we're probably going to have to tank. He comes, I think, like wave 4 or 5. Okay, early bastion. So this gives detection, so that's cool. And potentially we could put like a bastion here if this is going to be our main approach. Let's go for that. Okay, we've got a corner. That's great. I was hoping for a corner. I could put it here or up here if I'm looping these. Probably doesn't matter that much. I think I want to close this first because the Mirador's on the west side. Let's put it here. And then I'm going to do a second Mirador. If this is going to be our main approach, I think I want it here. And I almost, so when I do these level 0 ones next to the HQ, I feel like you have to go with this just to get the extra range. Otherwise, they don't do that much. It's a different story if you can put them on like level 3 stuff and give them a bunch of range. Let's call it. These troops are way better than the Grenadiers in terms of like quality. Okay, so this is that same Mirador thing. We already have 2. That's kind of useless. This is fine. This is good. Let's get the 400 supply. Also, I want to build this thing, but I'm kind of waiting for a neutral building. I'm hoping we can get a neutral building that we want to activate. Let's get this, this, and this. And I didn't think about it till now. If we merge down to 2 battlefronts, we kind of nerf that first ability, but I think I still want to do it anyways, just for simplicity. Let's get a bunch of recon. Why not? How do I get my mic sounding so nice? A bunch of trial and error. First, it helps having it on like a boom arm, which I didn't used to do. I used to have it on my desk. So getting it on a boom arm. And then there's a YouTube video that really helped me with OBS settings. And I want to say it's like how to make any mic sound expensive. If you search that on YouTube, it's like some young guy and he goes over like how to set up like the filters in OBS, because you want to have like noise gates so it doesn't pick up like me breathing or like, you know, background noises and stuff like that. This is a no-brainer. I do not want to lose. This is a really brutal doctrine. Let's take this. So that video, that's the short answer, is watch that video. Okay, we've got a straight thing here. So we could re-roll this for 35. Do I want to do that? Or I could just stick it up here. We're going to get the Brighta Nest soon. We get those guys, where are they? Wave 6, so we got to think about that. In wave 6, we're going to get the nest. Do I want to put the nest like down here maybe? Because if I put this up here, do I want the nest this close? I don't think I do. I'm putting it here. Okay. And we did get a pretty good building. Yeah, the guy who's doing the video, I forget the name of the channel. If you look on YouTube though, just like how to make a mic sound expensive, and I basically followed that guide because this is not an expensive mic. This is like a $50 mic. Okay, so I want to put this here. The question is probably back this way, maybe. You're imagining I'm 40 plus. I'm mid 30s. He's younger than me. When I say young guy, yeah. Actually, guys, I'm 75. Those young kids, some 45-year-old guy. I think he's in his 20s. Let's see. Okay, this is the guy that we just have to tank. This is one of the... Oh, actually, I take it back. I forget how strong these commanders are. We got really lucky there. The commander just one-shot that guy. I take it all back. These red guys. What's this guy's name? Konigmeister. This guy's OP. Okay, so supply, Puma, platform. We have no platforms. Be nice to have some. We do have a bastion that I'm thinking about putting here. Supply is always good. This one's kind of tough. And keep in mind, we get double. So this would give us a double platform. I kind of want supply now. Okay, here's the nest we were talking about. I'm going to put it here. It gives us a little bit more space. And let's call it. I think my next build, unless we get something I really want, is going to be a bastion here. And I'd love to close this off next. Okay, 50 supply, platform. We'll take the double platforms this time. We've got another straight. So the question is, any chance I branch out to more general strategy games like Civ, RimWorld, or Warhammer? It's definitely a possibility. I've been thinking about getting back into RimWorld. I haven't played it in ages, but that new Odyssey stuff dropped, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of cool. So I've been thinking about getting back into RimWorld, and I'd be rusty, so it would not be like one of these crazy challenge runs or anything like that. Civ, I haven't played much Civ in a while, just because EU4 kind of scratches that same itch for me, and it's hard to go back. And also, I heard like Civ 7 isn't even that good. I haven't tried it, but I really liked 4 and 5, and then 6 was kind of like okay. And then I hear bad things about 7, and it's just like, I'd probably rather just play like EU4. And then you like 7? Is that what you're talking about? You like 7, or you like RimWorld Odyssey? Because I'm much more likely to try RimWorld Odyssey than Civ 7. And Warhammer, I also like the Warhammer games, but my favorite was 2. I wasn't as crazy about 3. Oh, you like Odyssey? Okay, that makes more sense, because I know like Civ fans are not loving 7, and I don't even know that much about it. But okay, so we've got a straight here. Do we want to reroll for a turn? I think I just stick it up here, and I'm good with that. Yep, I've played around with 6 a bit, but it was nowhere near like with 4 and 5 where it was, playing all the time. Guys, 2 more shield. We're actually going to use it. We're going to be using the passive. Okay. So the question is, I'm going to stick this down here. I'm a little bit torn because we can get detection on the Bastion, but it's mutually exclusive with shield break. So we have to decide, do we want to build for these guys, which I'm leaning towards, I think we probably want to do that, or do we build towards this annoying guy? Yeah, 5 is the best. I like 4 and 5. They're different enough I can like them both in like different ways. I think 4 is overall the better made and balanced game, but 5 I like to play more, I think. That makes sense. Let's get the supply production here. We're still early times. And so this is gains damage. Okay. I'm leaning towards pulse cannon on this thing. Let's get this. That's right. Yeah, this guy's going to be at least somewhat useful. Correct. I'd love to close this off because these Miradors only get like 2 tiles to shoot at them over here. Another game I've thought about playing on stream and may or may not make edited videos for is Kenshi, because I kind of like that game. It's fun. Do you guys play that at all, or not so much? Let's get the Bastion upgrade and a Mirador here. Okay, next wave, HQ takes double damage or -1 range. These are a little bit nasty options. I don't know which of these results in me taking more damage. Like -1 range, they're just going to like walk up to the HQ over here and I can't stop them. So I think it's this one, even though I'm not crazy about that either. Okay. Okay, good. We get the corner we want. Close that off. And next thing we want to close off is this thing. Okay, so you like Kenshi. Okay, at least I'd have one viewer at least. But Kenshi, although you took the message back, so maybe not. Also, that was funny. Last night, I was working on a different video. I accidentally hit the stream button and I ended up posting a 7-second video of just blank screen. And then you guys were leaving comments that were like really funny. Okay. Like, this is your best work yet. And like, this is what I subscribe for and all this stuff. Okay. So we've got enough here. We could get detection, or let's save up for the pulse cannon. I think I'd rather have that. And we're just going to eat this guy unless we get lucky. Nope. Commander went out the wrong way. Oh, how bad is this going to hurt, guys? 2280. Oh, God. Oh, God. Well, guys, I said I was going to get rolled, and I lived up to it. I lived up to it. Let's try that again. That was... I didn't want to get rolled that fast. I knew he was going to hurt. It's because we took that double damage thing. Yeah. And then we took the double damage thing, but then we rolled the corner. If I had had that corner and closed the back off, I would have definitely taken range. But it's just one of those things. Let's get the relay antenna. And let's get advanced Mirador. Okay, so let's look at this map, see how we want to play it. So we could turn this and kind of go up this way and this way. I think I want to put that here. I can put down... This thing gives you like 15 supply, so it's kind of nice to have early on. But so the thing about Kenshi, I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I've played it enough that I feel like I could do like some kind of challenge, like no weapons, no armor challenge, or, you know, use the worst weapon type in the game, which are like blunt weapons, do like a no kill challenge, or and the way I play it, I don't know if this is normal or not. I don't play it as like a squad based or like base building thing. I play it as like a one person RPG where I just like super level up one guy. And usually my favorite are the skeletons, but I'll play the other races too. But there's definitely options for good challenge runs there. Okay, so do we want to do something different this time? Like, because that clearly didn't work. Do we want to build like detection? This is level 3, but it's kind of in the wrong direction down here because I was planning to bring these up this way. And this is maybe an option. Advanced Mirador would give us, you know, the thing with detection, like you have to build on elevation. Yeah, so the most I'll do is I'll buy like a house in some of the settlements because I like to do this thing. I don't know if this is normal or not. The way I like to level my guys, I don't like doing like the cheesy exploit stuff where, you know, you can like carry a knocked out like Gorillo to a bed and get it trapped there and then like just power level stuff in like 10 minutes. I don't like doing that. It feels cheesy. I'm not about that. But what I do like to do is you can like abduct like rogue skeletons, like just the, you know, the broken down malfunctioning ones, bring them back to your base. If you have like the cages, you can use them basically as like training robots, and you can get your guy like super over encumbered. So you get a backpack with, you know, 200 kilograms of like copper or whatever, or iron. And then you train against him. So you basically just get beat up on, but the training robots, they won't kill you. Once you're knocked down, you can just like crawl to bed or crawl to a skeleton repair thing. So that's how I like, It's sort of like, it's not power leveling, but you can like train certain stuff way faster that way. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be easier to show than explain. But it's kind of cool because you can actually make it make sense in the world somewhat versus, you know, trapping a gorilla on a bed and punching it. Just, it doesn't make sense to me. Okay, I'm getting distracted. So if we do the detection build, we need high ground. But even so, like, say we take this high ground, if the stealth guy comes from the other direction, these are useless. So I don't know, or do we go with the previous strategy and just like, we kind of got screwed by RNG there a little bit by pulling, like, we pulled the bad card, which we took because we didn't know the terrain tile. We happened to get the stealth guy on that wave. And keep in mind, that's a tier 3 stealth unit. You can get those guys normally, but not until wave 30. Like, that's how strong they are. And then the last bad luck we had was our commander went out the wrong door. If the commander went out the right door, the commander could have killed it. So it's kind of a Swiss cheese of bad luck. So maybe we just stick with our other plan? Let's try it. Okay, so if this is going up here, and this time we have an advanced Mirador. I don't know if that's gonna like really move the needle. Maybe. Let's put one here and get this. And I might even try to upgrade this thing. Yeah, that's fine. I think we just want supply at this point. Although plus 50 supply is rough. The reason they're so small, one of these things in here nerfs how much supply you get. It might have gone past it. Yeah, that one. So they're half of what they would be. So normally that would have been plus 100, which is actually pretty good. Let's get the firepower upgrades for this guy. And we are taking some damage. That's okay. We'll take another Mirador. Okay, we've got a corner. That's good. Let's close this off. That'll funnel more up this way, which is where we want them. Yeah, Kenshi, it's like a one-man project, basically. Although I think the second one, because he's been working on Kenshi 2 for a while, I think that's a team project. But yeah, Kenshi, the original game, for a one-person project is actually insane. Okay, let's get this one. We're early enough that some discovery is pretty good. And we could do another Mirador. I think I want to put it like here. And let's go. So we're still going to get slammed by this guy. I don't know. That guy's a problem for me, as you guys can tell. That's probably, if I could like remove one card and do, you know, if it was an 18 skull challenge, I'd get rid of this guy. Okay, Mirador costs. So the nice thing about these cost upgrade is not only does that affect your upfront cost, it also affects your upgrade costs. And I think that's worth getting because I'm going to upgrade these. Oh, this one's kind of nasty. I think I'd choose this one. Neither of these are particularly good. I guess I do that one. Okay, we've got a T intersection, I think, and we're going to get Brighta soon. Let's put it up here, maybe. Yeah, okay. Oh, guys, here he is. So he might be able to end this game immediately. 924? Like, I think he might do that. Oh, God. Okay, not quite, but he's trying. Okay, 262. I don't even know if we're healing much because we have a heal card somewhere here. Didn't we pull a heal card? Did we not? I'm getting the runs mixed up. Okay, if we didn't pull a heal card, then we need to build heal, like, soon. These are decent. This is pretty decent. Okay, we do have some heal. Okay. Not a ton, but we have some. And let's get that. Yeah, if you're running 19 skulls, you need heals pretty quickly, because otherwise this thing will just drop, and it will game over you from whichever one. Yeah, this thing. You can get game over. This thing is not going to take you, to one and sit there. It's not that kind of game. Okay, so these guys are both fully upgraded. Yeah, okay. And let's do this one. Corner can go here because I want to link this. Let's do that. Corner right here. Okay, and our first wave, so we've got these dividing guys. They're fine. This is not that big of an issue. And then we have an air unit. And those are both fine. You can get a stealth unit tier 1. And if that happened, we're once again in trouble. Although we could put, this is a pretty good bastion spot, potentially. This one's okay. This one's better. I do talk a little bit about like upcoming content in the next video, which I released it to Patreons and YouTube members. So I don't know if you saw that, Sharon, I put it out as a post with a link and talked a little bit about that. And then I'll probably release it to like everybody. Let's see, what is today? Saturday, in a day or two. Supply in 2 platforms is good. This, I like this one a lot. Gaining damage and upgrade costs next to HQ, because we'll probably build at least another Mirador. We'll probably put some artillery back here. So getting extra damage and upgrade costs. Yeah, I like that. And we got more nests. That's fine. We'll put it up here. Okay, so let's put this thing out. And our options are to get a slow here, which is honestly, eventually that's going to be good. But right now we can't hit it. So that's not good yet. 50% HQ, that is good. I think let's do that. And I'm going to wait a little bit on these upgrades, even though this one is really good to get. I'm torn up between these two, because this is a fine upgrade. There's nothing wrong with this, but another 10% air and shield damage on top of this could be nice. But 675, I don't have that to spend yet. And I'm going to put this here. Yep, okay. Okay, we could do 2 Miradors, 2 platforms, or 2 Miradors and extra. So this would be right now 60%, but it'd be going to 40%. Right now we have no platforms. I want the platforms, but I don't want that stealth guy to end the game. So I'm taking this. And here we go, guys. Oh, press this button to end your game immediately. Well, it says non-lethal damage, so this would take you to 1. So I take that back. Wouldn't be over immediately, but would be over as soon as that stealth guy shows up. We'll do this one, -1 range. And we've got another corner, which we'll just put it here. Not my preferred thing, but I don't want to waste 35 on a reroll. That's actually a pretty good... Well, this would be better if it was up this way, but that's fine. And let's get some upgrades for you. Like, this range is so poor, guys. Like, building detection here, what's the point? By the time it gets within range, it wouldn't be able to do anything. All right, let's send it. Oh, God. My only hope is if the commander pops out and is like, hero, no, he went the wrong way. Okay, 2683. What's he going to do to us, guys? 1200 damage. Painful. There's also a channel Discord. That's one of the things I talk about in the video. If you guys want to hop in there. Because if I stream, I'll definitely put like, because I know today was short notice. I didn't do like the schedule thing, you know, a couple hours in advance. I have a window here with the kids out of the house. I was like, yeah, I'll do a little streaming. So, okay. So question here is, would I rather have 50 recon or 2 platforms? And I think I'll take the platforms. Oh, there's a few people now. I haven't checked it since before I started streaming. There was only one other person in there, so I guess it's getting out there a little bit. Okay, so air unit and dividing horror. Okay, I think we should be fine for now. This thing's also pretty good. It's super expensive, so obviously we're not getting it now, but the orbital cannon is pretty cool. Oh, it's these fast guys. Oh, I am not a fan of these guys. These guys are really annoying. So, you know, in that first one, we rolled a bunch of like slow tanky enemies. These guys are the opposite. And these guys are annoying. They're super slow. They're, what are they called? Okay, so this would give us a detection option. Is there anywhere we can put that where it would actually help? Yeah, they are squishy, but they're so fast that like they could just swarm you and overwhelm you a little bit. This could be an interesting option to get detection on something better than it. You know, if we... like we'll put a terrain tile here. If we could build it here, then we could get detection on these two. I still don't know if that's enough. Then again, platforms are always good. Pumas are good too. We already have 4 pumas, so that's not an issue. We don't have any werewolves. I think I'm still going to go with this. And we got a straight tile, so that lets us close this off. Let's do it like that. So we're down to 2 battlefronts. We've got this approach and then a whole bunch up here. I still haven't decided which of these I want to go. I could do another Mirador. Let's call the wave. Let's see what we get. I could also think about like a Puma, because the Pumas do well against these little flying guys. Like that guy came in so fast. What are the names? You guys know the names of these little guys? Not any of those. Is it? I think it's these, because they're a little bit tankier. They're so slow. You'll like clear the wave and it doesn't end, and you'll see one of those like just creeping across the other side of the map. Okay, let's see what we got here. 2 Miradors, 50 supply, buildings adjacent to 4 other buildings gain 20% damage, extra 1,000 health on the base. I think we have to take the base health, guys, just so we don't get game overed by that one guy. How do we want to do this? We've got a little bit of money saved up, so we could potentially get this. I don't know if that's where, I think I want this. And then this. Building cost reduction, if you can get it early, is pretty nice. Light mortars, I'm not a fan. We'll do this one. Oh, guys, here we go with these cursed world. Last time we did this, the guy one-shot us. But if we take this one, this is a game-long penalty. I think I'm going to roll the dice here and just hope he doesn't one-shot me again. Maybe that's a mistake. We've got another corner. I'm going to stick it down here. Plus 10 discovery. Okay, that's pretty good. 300 supply for this thing. And let's do it. Okay, he's, oh god. So it's literally lined up where on end of turn 12, start of turn 13, you draw the negative wave thing, and then you get this guy on the next wave. I think it's over, guys. Oh, it's definitely over. Oh god. Oh. I don't have answers for him. I really don't. Let's get an extra tech. Let's see what we want to do here. I think I need to put these at high elevation and get the detection, but that's easier said than done, you know, depending on the map. You know, if I put him on high elevation over here, he can't hit the other approaches. This is tough, but I told you guys I was gonna get rolled, so you're getting what you signed up for. Okay, how do I want to handle this map? We could keep a bunch of battlefronts because of this guy's buff and not try to consolidate like we have been. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. We could also say, forget this upgrade. We're not going to be building around the HQ. Instead, like, this is level 3 or height 3, height 2. Let's start with like this maybe. And then let's get one on the other side. So that's another height 3. This would be awesome for like late game to put like a missile launcher heavy pulse on where you have like 4 adjacent level squares like that. I think I want this like here maybe. And then we could go for the base weapons maybe. Let's start with this. And I guess see how this goes. I don't know. Let's see how that goes. We clearly have to have detection. That was not working. It's just trying to tank that guy on the same turns. We get double damage. Okay, this I don't want for sure because we're not going to be doing much damage with the red team HQ. Like, it's not happening. 10% repair. That I will sign up for. So 350, we could get the Reaper cannons. You know, this, even if we don't ring this thing in Miradors, this is still not bad because we'll probably put other stuff around it. Let's get this. We'll get that on both of them. Probably need a third Mirador, like on the north side. Okay, we'll take extra building health. Okay, we've got a T intersection. Where do we want this? Probably towards the bottom. We have more stuff down here. Maybe like this. Yeah, looks good. Okay. Claymore. Commander gains detection. This just does not seem that good to me. Maybe I'm missing something with that. We've already blown past this, so this is out. Let's get this. And let's upgrade this one to the 3rd level since he's got an extra approach down here. And this one should have an extra range due to being an advanced. Yeah, covers a little bit more. Okay, let's go for this one. Okay, so this one, it's funny how some of these are just brutal and some of them don't matter at all. Like right now, we have no buildings adjacent to neutral buildings, so this one doesn't even hurt us. Okay, and we've got a straight that we could just put maybe there. And industrial site, I like that. Let's put that there. Extra 50 production. Okay. Okay, here's our guy. The thing is, can we even stop him? Because he's going a way we don't want. Oh, God. I mean, at least we're shooting at him. You know, maybe that's progress. Okay, we're down to 1 Mirador. We already have some of this stuff. We'll get a couple more Miradors. Okay, and we have to choose our... where we want these guys to come out of. I think down here. Yeah. I think this is the approach. I'd rather have the most enemies come down. And then... maybe... I'm not sure how I want to handle this. Do I want to get Reaper turrets on the base? Or do I want to get this? I could do a mix. You know, I could have these detection guys at high level and then still do some base 0 or level height 0. Platforms. Puma. We already have some Miradors. Let's get the platforms. And let's see who we've got coming. Okay, we've got a camouflage guy, so we definitely need more detection. We'll just put this out here. What other high ground do we have available to us here? So that's height 2. Not bad. Height 2, not bad. Although... height 1. I most think I need a couple of these. I mean, we do have a few turns. So for this turn, let's do this one. And we'll need to roll some supply, I think. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is a good one, guys, because we're going to probably keep 4 battlefronts. So that's going to be 80 supply production the rest of the game. Yeah, I'll do that. And we'll put these guys here. And here's another good neutral building. Let's put... so I could put just like a bunker next to it, or I might do this. So we're getting our econ somewhat into shape, but I don't know if it's going to matter. Let's put you up here, and you get detection, and then I'll get this. There we go. Okay, so we have 4 detection buildings. These guys need the last upgrades. Maybe I should have used platforms, like to get this guy to level 3. Oh well. A little bit of extra range could have been nice down here, but it's fine. Let's go for platforms. Okay, and we'll give the enemy some speed. That's fine. We've got a corner tile that we could put here, maybe? Sure. I'm going to give you this and you this. Okay. Oh, here he comes, guys. Can we stop him? The thing is, I don't even know if we have enough damage. He hits our base anyways. Build detection so he can just, you know, zoom past you. Oh, that guy. I mean, we could do a bastion here with detection. If we roll a bastion, put platforms. Yeah, here's bastion. Because odds are he's probably going to come from this direction. And the bastion with upgrades would stop him, probably. I think that's the road I want to go down. So we're going to get these stealth guys are way less scary. So they're slower, they have less health, and they do less damage to the base. So I'm much less concerned about those guys than next time the big guy comes back. Although these shield guys coming this way is not ideal. Oh god. Oh god. See, there's a stealth guy gone. That one guy, so it doesn't say, but it's significantly more than these guys because he's a tier 3 enemy. It's kind of, I don't know, it feels like a cheap shot. It feels harder than a lot of the other cards, and it definitely feels harder for certain factions because it's easier to get like base healing as the blue guys. So it feels like that card is harder for the red and green teams. Okay, so we could get Mirador, 50 supply. We're not going to reroll much. This is decent. I think we want this though. We need some base health. All right, we've got a straight that we could put. This is so close to our base. I think I just want to bring this out. HU gains repair. That's kind of good. I also want this. Okay, these. This thing's not even fully upgraded. I thought we fully upgraded this. I meant to. I should get that. As a bunch of shield guys go this way. Sometimes they'll take long ways, which can be good for you though. It feels like we're not doing much damage. Okay, another bastion. Discovery per battlefront. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so we could upgrade this guy to level 3. We could potentially get a bunker down over here. Let's do that first. This bunker's going to be expensive. So that's 4 Miradors fully upgraded. We still have not picked this or done any of these upgrades. Let's get the Mirador upgrade. So I'm pretty sure that guy's coming. And so I think this loses the game. We might be screwed anyways. I think this loses the game. So we're just going to we're going to have like no reinforcement choices, and we're just going to live with that. Let's put this down here. I want to build this thing up. 575. Okay. Okay, he's down here. Yeah, we're not going to have money for him. At least this... I think we're in trouble. We're not going to have money. Oh, they're shooting at it. Oh, okay, they got him. The advanced Miradors. This was literally the best way he could have come. Because the scout hideout got a shot on him. And guys, this is our one option and it sucks. Best armors and a bunker. That's what you get when you're playing 19 skulls. Okay, so let's get the height advantage here. And then I'm going roof snipers when I can. A lot of shielded enemies too. But I think we need detection. Okay, this one's actually pretty good. 2% damage per entry point. We're already at, like, let's see. So that's 3 up here. And then down here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is like 25% damage across the board, all buildings, all game. That's a no-brainer. And it'll go up. We're going to have more entry points. Okay, we've got another turn. We could... you do something like that. Shield break weapon. HQ repair. Roof sniper. Let's get the roof snipers. So we made a little bit further this run. I'm still not feeling crazy confident. Okay, Bastion efficiency with platforms. I like that. This is good, but the reroll, we're not going to reroll much. I think I want this because we might build more Bastions. And let's get this thing to... I'm probably going to build this, 850. Well, I'm nervous. Our base is so squishy. Do I want to build... Let's see who comes from where, at least. 3 shield guys up here is not... Okay, we got him. It just feels like building this way. So the alternative, if we didn't have to do all this detection, if we had like 4 or 5 Miradors clustered around our base with this upgrade, we'd be doing so much more damage. Let's get this, some more base health. Oh, these aren't great either. Do that one. Not building this wave. Everything's double. And okay, so next wave, these guys are annoying too. They're like tanky, you can't slow them. And then an air unit. We're getting a little bit of everything this time. Let's get this shooting floor. Where's that big guy? Is he, I think he's showing up maybe next wave. This Bastion's doing pretty decent damage. 5k. 6k. I like these. These are good buildings. And they're versatile. I mean, you can get detection, you can get shield break. Pretty good. Nah, I'm not crazy about any of these. Do we have Durandals? We have 6 Durandals, guys. Let's get this, I guess. We have 8 Claymores. Like, what are we going to do with 8 Claymores? Oh, God. Okay. So, I think I want this, air and shield damage. And then, let's see if we can hold out and get this. And if that big guy shows up, we just, like, cross our fingers. I don't see him. I don't know how often he shows up. That'd probably be good to know. I thought it was every 4 waves. I don't know if that's the case. I think it's been more than that. Okay, 400 supply. We have so many of these. We could go from 8 to 10 Claymores. Now, let's get 400 supply. We've got another corner piece, which we could, I don't know, loop around over here or something. I could bring these together. We're going to have, so this is an air unit, but there's 2 different kinds of air units. There's air units that still follow the path and they just take like less damage from regular weapons. And then there's air units that just straight shot, these high altitude ones. They will straight shot to your base from wherever they spawn. We're going to get this thing, right? 15% building costs. We probably could use anti-air someplace. Is this level 3? It is. I might put a Puma here. I don't think that's a crazy idea. Give him anti-air. We'll give him the extra range. And we'll save up for this thing. I wish we get more recon income. 5 recon per turn is pitiful. Let's upgrade this. I might do a Claymore also, if I can find a good spot for it. Ooh, here we go, guys. Now we're talking. So this is good. You guys saw how good that was a couple games ago. Especially, we do have a kill zone for it. 20% supply is tempting. This stuff, I don't care about this stuff. So I'm torn here. 20% supply. Let's think about this for a second. So that would give us 50 per turn. And we've got another, 16 turns left? What is that? $800 supply over the course of the game. I think I want the cannon, guys. I love the cannons. You guys know me. And I think I want to get this. Here's my plan. Get this and then build the cannon like back here, pointed this way. Although this wave might be rough. Like these guys, I don't know if we have enough damage for these. This might be a major problem. I wish these guys didn't. Okay, the commander went the right way. Okay, the commander saved us there. These other approaches just do not have enough damage on them yet. That guy almost got through. Oh no, 2,600. How much is he going to do? Oh, that hurt. We got to get more damage up. Like ASAP. Because even a sanction cannon pointed this way doesn't help with guys sneaking behind us. Let's get a salamander. Well, I guess we'll get this. I think if I choose this, the game's over again. We'll do this, and then we'll just try to spend all our money if we can. Let's go like that. I think... Okay, let's think about the sanction cannon for a second. It's for sure going in one of these spots. Do we want to put like some more Miradors out here maybe? Like that? It's only height 1. It's not that good. Height 2. Another height 2. You do get, I think it's the sanction cannons that get the bonus though for being next to Miradors. Let me double check that. Yeah. Yep, it is. So potentially we could put like a Mirador here. We also have a lot of platforms. Maybe it is worth boosting up. I don't know if this might be like a terrible idea. We need more damage to cover these approaches, and even up here. Like maybe here, should we just ring this thing with Miradors? I'd love to build the sanction cannon, but I mean, we almost got wrecked. Okay, that guy popped out close. And this guy can cover both of these. So that's a decent spot. Okay, the stealth guy came this way and got wrecked. The one, like, silver lining of the stealth guys is they're squishy. So, I mean, I say that the tier 3 guy, relative to other tier 3 enemies, he is significantly squishier. It's just he's tier 3 in early game. It's such a pain to deal with. But like once you have detection and damage up, it's not like, you know, unstoppable. Okay, zone command. I think we want that for econ. Although 300 recon, we're never getting 300 recon. It'd take us forever. Do we want this other stuff? Platforms, plasma fence. Plasma fence is not a bad like last ditch base defense idea. But they could come from any of the directions, honestly. Let's get this. And can we shop around for like a decent neutral building to put this on? This thing, 40 supply production, that's kind of good. Should we put like a bunker up here? What else we got? We're already on that. 10 recon. So the issue is this thing is like 3. So we'd have to do a platform here. And I don't know if that's a waste of a platform or not. We have 4. This would give us a free shield break weapon down here. That's honestly not bad. This 10 recon though would triple our current recon. Let's do that. I don't know if this is a good call either, but what way do I want this? It probably doesn't matter. And I want to get this. It's a little late to be building up our supply stuff. Maybe that's a bad call. I also kind of want a 6th Mirador up here. Like, I don't know if we have enough damage. Okay, we got lucky. This guy took the long way. Because if this guy goes the bottom way, I'm not sure that we kill him. Let's get this. Okay, mission control. That's another econ building. I wish we got the econ buildings a little bit earlier. Let's turn this like so. And I think I do want to merge these. Okay, what should we activate with this guy? HQ repair. A shield break weapon. Probably HE repair. 2% damage. Let's get this, and then guys, watch this. 370, 770. I just wish we got it earlier. And then we could also, that's going to be a while before that happens. And then do I want, I feel like I need something by the base that can just shoot at everything, like super heavy pulse cannon or the missile launcher or something like that. I could do just like a Warwolf, but I kind of want better tech. I don't know. I'm a little like these guys. Can we get enough damage on them? I'm not sure. Ooh, that was close. I don't know if that made the difference or not, but it was close. We're down to one platform. Look at these guys. Okay, I want the sanction cannon too. We got this upgrade and then we haven't used it yet. There's just been other stuff to buy. Okay. I feel like we're barely like scraping by on this one. We'll take this stuff. And this area denial launcher is actually pretty decent. It just spews grenades like crazy. We'll see if we want to use it later. Right now, I think there's other stuff I'd rather buy. Okay, so we're waiting on that. Those aren't a huge priority. We could upgrade this guy to level 3, but what I think I want to do is this. Sanction cannon. Get that. Get that. There goes all our recon, guys. The recon that we were saving for this. It's fine. We've got a lot of supply. This thing should help us quite a bit. And then we'll have to make the call on if we want the anti-air or just extra damage and actually detection. If we get detection on this, we could one-shot that guy out here potentially. Okay, let's see what we got going. Wish we had more damage up here. Like, this is a problem. Look at all these guys. Oh, I was hoping one. Oh, this is bad. Oh, God. Oh, is this it? That's it. I thought it might end like that. Just not enough damage up here on these short paths. You know, these, like, doing a cluster of Miradors, you can clear out early game enemies with this. You're not clearing out, like, multiple high tier enemies. Maybe I would have been better off trying to merge these. Probably would have, but sometimes the maps work out better for a merge than others. Like, it would have been tricky trying to get everything down into one path. So, well, we did it with that one, guys, and then we did kind of get rolled there a little bit with red like we thought. Still fun though. That let me look them up in the codex. Where's the enemies? Is it this guy? Yes, this guy. Okay, there's the health. Somebody asked 2,500 to 3,000. So it's quite a bit when you have, you know, early game weapons. First thing you see coming into the stream's a terrible loss. Well, if you watch the VOD, we Started with a nice win, and then it's been a string of tough losses. So I guess it depends what you're here for. Yeah, that's probably it for tonight. I could start one, but I wouldn't want to have to like bail out midstream or anything like that. So, and I may or may not, I probably won't stream more of this. We'll see. Maybe I'll do like another shorter stream someday, because I want to do a review for it. And then I have a couple ideas for the next EU4, like the big challenge. So I have a video coming out with that stuff, with those ideas, and I'd be interested in your feedback, because the two ideas, I'll just share them here because they're not secret. The first one is kind of like, it's going to be RNG based, but I think it'll be interesting and fun. It would be something like where the challenge would be to start as X tag, and X is just going to be chosen by RNG. So we could get anybody from, some miner in the HRE to, something in Southeast Asia or Africa or even the New World. So that's the first part, starting as X. And then the second part would be conquer the Y region. And Y, again, is going to be RNG based. So that could be, Northern Germany. That could be Anatolia. That could be, some region in Southeast Asia or Japan, anywhere. And then to make it even more interesting, I'd have a third part and convert it to Z religion. So that could be anything, that could be Hindu, Sikh, Catholic, Protestant, Nahuatl, totemist. So you could have some really interesting stuff where, okay, starting as an HRE miner, you need to go conquer part of Southeast Asia as Nahuatl. So it's like, okay, how are we going to do that? Like, that's a fun challenge potentially. And then now the drawback of that is there's potential for boring challenges. If you draw some Pacific Island nation or even some of the New World stuff, I just don't think they're that fun. So if we get a bad roll, we could re-roll it till we got something fun. So that's one idea. And then the second idea would be to look at Anbanar, which I haven't played, but it looks really cool. It's the fantasy total conversion. And I think we could come up, even though I haven't played it, some kind of challenge that's not like too insane, but also not like too easy, like a good balance for a first time. So those are the two ideas I'm thinking about, but I have a video. It's out for members and patrons now, and I'll release it to everybody probably tomorrow or the day after. And I discuss that stuff a little bit, and we can see what people want. So, and there is a Discord if anybody joining late. If you go to the channel about, I could actually probably post it here too. Let me find it real quick. Here it is. I just put it in chat. So if I do short notice streams and stuff, I'll definitely let people know on there. So if you're interested in the live streams, that's probably a good place to hang out. And I might also, I'm thinking about doing some streams maybe on Twitch instead of YouTube. Like if it's going to be a more random stream that I don't want saved, if I'm just playing like, I don't know, a random Kenshi start that I don't necessarily want saved on YouTube or something, I might do some shorter stuff on Twitch, and I would definitely put that in Discord. So, anyways, I think that's about it. So thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.